What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me today. If you haven't already, please hit that like button because that's the most important thing you can do for me on this channel. What that does is that it helps to make sure that those who are subscribed to the channel will indeed get their notifications, and it also helps to push this video through the YouTube algorithm. Secondly, if you're new to the channel or if you've been ghost watching for quite some time now, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification next to the subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. And lastly, please share this video out on your social media platforms to get this news and information out to those who are interested in this type of content. And it also helps give me a boost in the YouTube algorithm. So with that out the way, let's get into today's news. And we're going to head back to New York, which is where we've spent a lot of time in today's news. But we're going to go back to New York because it's looking like in Harlem, Biden's migrants will now be placed in luxury apartments that were sitting vacant for literally a decade, while you had all type of homelessness and just, lack of, what is it called, lack of affordable housing in New York. You have all this going on. Meanwhile, you had a luxury apartment that sat vacant for a decade, only for Biden's migrants to be potentially placed there for what it seems like. So let's hop into this quick, I believe it's a CBS News video to kind of dissect what's really going on over there and get a little bit more information.
Harlem residents are accusing the city of using the bait and switch tactic on them.
The bait and switch tactic, that's crazy. They got bamboozled. Come on, man. We can't keep getting bamboozled in 2024. This has to come to an end. We got bamboozled. They got swindled in Harlem.
Tell us what was built as a luxury apartment building almost 10 years ago is now being turned into a migrant shelter. CBS 2's John Diaz explains it came without warning.
We should have been informed. It's like they snuck in here.
Executive Director of the community outreach organization Silent Voices United, Tiffany Fen, is not keeping her voice silent about what she says is the city blindsiding her Harlem community.
I'm looking for answers.
Last week, she snapped these photos. Crews moving furniture into a vacant 35-unit complex on Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard near 130th Street, including boxes of twin bunk beds. Thursday, they were seen through windows all set up.
The disrespect is crazy. The luxury apartment on Adam Clayton Powell Jr. was at Boulevard. For those of you who don't know, Adam Clayton Powell Jr., if I remember correctly, was the first Black man or African-American male to be elected into the House of Representatives from New York in 1945. So maybe I'm just overthinking these things, but I don't know. For me, I just feel like the disrespect is out of control at this point. They said, go ahead and place them over there, on Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard, in that luxury apartment over there in Harlem. Forget about the homeless folks out there. Forget about the lack of affordable housing. No, forget about all that. Just throw the Biden's migrants over there with them.
All set up. Fulton says local leaders confirmed with her they're moving migrants here.
They're actually turning this into a sanctuary for asylum seekers.
The building was first marketed as a luxury doorman building. Condos include kitchens with granite countertops and marble bathrooms. Renderings show it even has an indoor swimming pool on its roof.
Nah, that's crazy. You cross the border illegally and that's what you get? That's what you get? Biden's migrants are being taken care of. I got to blow this up for you guys to see it. Let's rewind it back. And let's watch this together. Look at what Biden's migrants are going to be receiving in Harlem. This is crazy. Indoor pools and all indoor pools in the sky. Indoor pools in the sky. That is nuts. Let's watch this part over again, but I'm just going to have it blown up so you guys can see it better. I know some of you are thinking, why don't you take the logo off there? I can't do that. Sorry.
Seekers.
The building was first marketed as a luxury doorman building. Condos include kitchens with granite countertops and marble bathrooms. Renderings show it even has an indoor swimming pool on its roof. But city records state...
Wow. That's really all I have to say about that. Wow. No wonder they're flocking to New York the way that they are. To the degree, are they going to Chicago? Yeah. Are they going to Denver? Yeah. But New York is where it's at. If you're crossing the border illegally, All this does is a continuation of rolling out the red carpet. That's all it is. You're putting out the doormat that says welcome on it. Joe Biden put out the doormat that said welcome into the United States. And Eric Adams and Kathy Hochul are saying welcome to New York City by providing luxury apartments with pools in the sky, and kitchens with marble counter waiting for you when you get here. And we're just going to place you there for free. That is insane.
Its developers defaulted on loans, and for a decade, the building remained empty. And a major question area residents want answered as soon as possible: how exactly did the city even get control of the building? With rents skyrocketing, Harlem residents say this could have been turned into affordable housing.
These apartments can be used for us to go into. We welcome migrants, but the way things are done is very important. And when residents are not informed, when residents are not, opinions are not taken into account, this is what causes animosity.
They're all
Stop right there. If you've been paying attention, which clearly if you've made it this far in the video, you have been, everyone that you see complaining so far has been Black Americans, right? That's 3 so far that we've seen in this video that we see in Harlem who is upset because there are homeless in their community that aren't being treated as well as this, that are just in the streets. And then there's just virtually zero affordable housing, right? But now they're watching Biden's migrants get placed in high-rise luxury apartments with indoor pools in the sky. That's what they're seeing right now. And given all of that, this guy that you just saw said, we don't have a problem with the migrants. We just, want more transparency. That right there is what lets me know, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but we're not learning anything. Black folks aren't learning anything from this experience. Not learning anything. The level of disrespect that has come from the Democratic Party towards, Black folks who just religiously vote Democrat, it is insane. With the way in which they completely disregard you by you giving you the vote. You give them your vote just for them to ignore you and roll out the red carpet for those who are crossing the border illegally, to provide them with luxury apartments, luxury hotels, $1,000 debit cards if they have a family of 4 or more. You know what I mean? They're qualifying for certain aspects, certain welfare programs now, very specific welfare programs now in New York, thanks to Kathy Hochul. You're watching them get this amazing treatment that you don't even receive, given how loyal that you are to this party, right? And your response is, I don't have a problem with the migrants. No, your response is, all of Biden's migrants need to be deported ASAP. Your response should be, we need to get rid of sanctuary city status in New York City ASAP. Your response should be, we need to start cooperating with ICE ASAP. Your response should be, all of Biden's migrants have to go. But instead, this brother's response is that we don't have an issue with migrants. We just want transparency. I'm going to play that for you one more time. We haven't learned anything. We haven't learned anything. Black folks haven't learned anything throughout this entire ordeal, at least not in New York, at least not in New York City.
But the way things are done is very important.
Let me bring it back one more time. It's sad.
This could have been turned into affordable housing.
These apartments can be used for us to go into. We welcome migrants, but the way things are done is very important. And when residents are not informed, when residents are not, opinions are not taken into account, this is what causes animosity.
They're all hoping for some clarification soon. In Harlem, John Diaz, CBS 2 News.
Yeah. So there's that. That's actually very disheartening when you hear stuff like that. You see who the chief complainers of illegal immigration is right now concerning how it's affecting their communities, which is Black folks. It's us, right? But then you see we're not learning anything in the process of all this either. There's no epiphany happening. There's no any type of a great awakening happening. That's why I say, and I've said this a few times, people talk a lot about the black vote, and apparently or allegedly, according to polling, 20% are so far leaning towards Donald Trump. I've said this a bunch of times over, especially during live streams. I don't believe those polls. I have to see it to believe it. That gentleman hasn't learned anything. He's going to vote blue no matter who tomorrow if he has the opportunity to, just so that he can get, bamboozled once again. Okay. Like I said, it's 2024 and we still out here getting bamboozled, swindled, hoodwinked. It's just, come on, man. Come on. This is just ridiculous. But anyways, that does it for today's news. So I'm going to stop ranting right now because this isn't even news anymore at this point. I'm just like, venting my frustrations. So we're going to shut this one down here. Thank you all for joining me today. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Share this video out on your social media platforms. And also make sure you follow me on Telegram at TD Media Group. The link is pinned in the description box below. It is also pinned in the comment section below as well. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.